Everybody, I know I haven't posted much on YouTube. Hopefully I'll get back to posting, but I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about a seminar that I just attended a couple weeks ago. It was put on by Immersion Labs, and this particular one was our second seminar. It was dubbed Stickmata, all about martial arts stick weapons and the use of. Which I obviously am deeply interested in. This was one of those seminars that you don't hear many people talk about. It was pretty low key on the publicity side of things, and that's because the gentleman who was putting it on, Mahi Paul, wanted real martial artists to attend, people who've been in the arts and love the arts, not just people who wanted to learn how to bash somebody's head in, which was great. I remember when he contacted me after I expressed interest in it, we spent a good 45 minutes talking about, well, my background in the martial arts. And one of the things that really caught my attention was I mentioned that I run a small dojo here in Carson City, and I'm trying to make it a real dojo, teaching real martial arts and still pay the bills. And we both made cracks about how we haven't found the magic wand to pull that off yet, and kind of created a connection there. But that's the type of people he wanted to have. He wanted to have people who wanted the martial arts to continue as an art form, not as a way of, getting into the octagon. No offense to any of the people who are interested in the octagon, but that's a different mindset than most martial artists who put on the gi every day, who bow into a dojo, who salute their guru every day have. We have a sense of, this is our lineage, this is where we come from. And there were 36 people at this seminar, students, not counting the instructors, and everyone from European fencing through Japanese aikijitsu, Japanese jujitsu, escrimadores. I can't even remember all the different countries, people, and systems there were there. That's the mindset they all had. They were keeping the arts alive. They wanted it to be functional. They wanted it to do what the original founders of the systems wanted, which was to be a legitimate form of self-defense, but they wanted to keep the traditions, the knowledge alive. And that was amazing, to be in a room full of people who, I think the least amount of time anybody had been studying there was around 20 years. I myself have over 36 years of studying martial arts. A little background on me: I started when I was 8, and now I'm 44. I started in Taekwondo, and I was an odd duck. I'm getting a little smile from my camera person right now. Yes, I'm still an odd duck. I never wanted the black belt, never. I got into it wanting to be a martial artist. So I studied Taekwondo for a while, got out of it, went on to one of the many variations of what's called American Karate, got back into Taekwondo. I studied a little Kenjutsu. Basically, if it traveled through the northern Nevada area at any one time, I got my toes dipped into that pool. I settled down into Shinto Yoshinryu Jiu-Jitsu. I now currently hold a 4th Dan in Shinto Yoshinryu Jiu-Jitsu. I hold 1st Dan in Shorin-ryu Karate Jitsu. And I also hold a 6th Dan in Doc's martial system. Doc's is a system of martial arts that covers everything from karate through jiu-jitsu, aikido, aikijitsu, kinjitsu. It's more of a mindset than an art. One of my Shinto Yoshinryu instructors took me underneath his wing and started teaching me the Docs principles and so forth, and that, instead of promoting me in Shinto Yoshinryu, he promoted me in Docs. So that's my background in a really quick nutshell. I'm also a weapons maker, so when it comes to weapons, when I see people using them, even if I don't have a whole lot of experience in it, I know what would work and what won't. And I'll tell you something, every instructor there was the real deal. And even their assistants and people that just came in to carry gear for these instructors, they knew their stuff. I have never been in a room full of people who knew more about weapons, stick weapons, yes, and than I was this past weekend in San Diego. San Diego?
San Jose.
San Jose, excuse me. San Diego is where Terry's from. Terry's my instructor. They all knew their weapons front and back. Then the cool thing happened. We're in a room full of people who are masters of their arts. Every one of these people took their master's hats off, set it aside, and were engrossed in what the current instructor was doing. And let me tell you, that wasn't easy. Mahi Paul put on one hell of a show, but no good deed goes unpunished. I know this for a fact, and we experienced this. They had trouble with the city water system the first day. Got that corrected. The heater did not work. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but we were in a concrete box that got to 33, 34 degrees at night and never warmed up. So we were basically freezing, and this is saying something. I come from northern Nevada. We had just experienced 2 weeks of single-digit numbers. That was our highs, and then we went there. Yeah, 50 degrees sounds pretty good. Then you go into a room and it's 30 degrees. We were cold, but he kept us going, kept us pumped. The instructors kept us going, made us laugh, made us go, how the heck do you do that? And then they showed us. Every instructor did this, and I could not absorb so much information. I am still processing a lot of it. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I don't do things like this, but I wanted to let everybody know how cool of a experience this was. We had 14-hour days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day, non-stop training. Some of us had to take breaks. I had to step off a couple times because my brain was full. The cool thing was, stepped offside, some of the other instructors would gather around and show you some new stuff. So you were still learning. Even when you were taking a break, you were still learning. JJ, he put on this amazing class. And then later on the next day, we were taking a break and sat back and was talking, and he gave me a piece of information that cleared up probably 15 years worth of training that I've been struggling with. You can't put a price tag on an experience like that. If you are a serious martial artist, you want to have an experience where you are going to learn a lot, probably more than you'll be able to process in 2 or 3 months after the fact, and you want to make some lifelong friends, you need to get involved with this Immersion Labs project. It's the last seminar, unfortunately, I didn't get to go to, was about the blaze. This one was about sticks. The next one promises to be even better. I'm not gonna say anything that I know about it because this is Mahi Paul's baby, and he deserves all the credit. Mahi Paul, you did awesome. Yeah, like I said, I'm not good at this, but this was amazing. This really was. We did not stop, and nobody got hurt. Nobody walked away without a smile on their face, and nobody walked away without making new friends. You can't say that about every seminar. I've been to seminars where people were walking around strutting, thinking they were the baddest mofo on the planet. These guys who were training, they came in, they taught, and then they learned. That's what being a martial artist is all about. And that's what Mahi Paul put on, and that's what Immersion Labs is doing for us. We need to, as a martial arts community, those out there who weren't involved in it this last time, we need to get behind it.